the message is very, very simple. I used to lie to myself, yeah? And if you lie to yourself, then you ain't gonna achieve anything in life. But the minute you start becoming honest and you look yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself you're the reason that you're in the position that you're in right now, that's when you give yourself a kick up the arse. So that's honesty to me. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name's Khalid. Welcome to Apollo. The question of the day is, what does your brand mean to you?
Yeah.
I think one of the things we should talk about is the core values. Together, you know, if you want to travel fast, you travel alone. But if you want to travel far, you travel together. I've noticed that we're helping other people achieve their goals, so we as an organisation can collectively hit our goals.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, I think most of our success is down to the fact that there's two of us. I think when you operate 100%, you're always going to get the most, and having two people means we can always operate at that level. Unfortunately, one person is always going to, maybe burn out. I don't know how long you can operate that sort of.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's not burnout. It's more the fact that, every so often you need to have a break, and if you're working by yourself and you have to go on a break, you worry about what's going to happen.
Just turn off on the business.
Yeah, it's like when you went to
yesterday.
Yeah, when you were away yesterday, you could just work in Reading knowing that the location's being taken care of. And it's when I went to Manchester last weekend, it was good to know that you were here. You had to go see my mum, to know that, it was being taken care of. And that's such an advantage. Togetherness is pretty cool. I think work ethic is something that we should talk about, because I think that if you learn any skill set, that's fine. But if you don't have the work ethic to do the job, then you're never going to advance in anything.
Yeah, I think it's just the determining factor, period.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if you that thing, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day, but if you teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. Teach him as much as you want, but if he's not going to go out and fish, what's the point? Yeah. Ambition is a word that sticks closer to my heart, because I think you have to be ambitious to survive in any industry, because if you want something and it's something that you genuinely want, for example, when you're a child, if you want a toy, you cry your eyes out until you get that toy. When you're an adult, you get frustrated because you're not hit your goal yet, but the ambition levels that you've got will help you push towards making your dreams become reality.
Yeah, I mean, I think the toughest thing I had to do was just the frustration of wanting more. Unfortunately, my skill was not at the level to, where I could have the income to get that right now.
Yeah.
How did you manage your frustration?
Honestly, it's weird. I imagine where I'm going to be in 5 years.
Yeah.
And then I don't focus on the small things that are affecting me, and I just know there's something bigger at the end of the line that I'm going to achieve.
I think for me, it was almost like fear of failure. That was such having high aspirations and goals and thinking big, but I just didn't want to.
I think what you're trying to say is you've got to hate to lose more than you love to win.
Yeah.
The ambitious people love to win, but they hate to lose. Okay, look, honesty, you need it. You need honesty in business, because ultimately, if you're a manager or a managing director of a business, or you're a team leader of anybody, and you're lying to people, then what do you think is going to happen? They're going to find out you lie. They're never going to believe you, and everything's going to go downhill. And it's not just honesty with the people. You've got to be honest with yourself. We work in the sales industry ourselves, and if you tell yourself that you're not going to be able to do something, and you're honest with yourself, then you've got to look for the answers. But if you're not, and you blame everyone and anyone else except from yourself from not achieving greatness, then you're going to be stuck in the position that you're in for ages.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you say sales and marketing, I think the last thing people think in terms of, if I think of my dad, when he thinks sales, marketing, he doesn't think honesty. His version of a salesperson is the East London sort of second-hand
car salesman.
Car sales guy, wheeler dealer.
Yeah.
Just trying to get that sale.
That's it. I mean, if you're not honest with the customer, then you're not being honest with the client either. And ultimately, honesty gets you greatness and helps you achieve your goals.
I think most people are probably honest with maybe their doctor, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only person they're honest with.
So be honest. Be honest to yourself, guys. Investment is a funny one, because when you think of investments, you think of watching Dragon Den and Shark Tank.
Yeah, I love Shark Tank.
Yeah, how many episodes have you watched now?
47 episodes.
That's an investment. Yeah. But you know what's funny? It comes on to my point that you've invested time and effort to watch that, to educate yourself. And what we do is the same. We invest our time and effort into the right people. For example, you know when you went to Maidstone to look for the right administrator, it took a bit of time there. When I went to Maidstone, I spent 3 months building it from 6 to 26, 27, and you know, the more time you invest, the greater rewards are.
Yeah, I mean, money just goes, doesn't it? Money's going to get spent today, tomorrow, next couple of weeks, but I think you invest and develop people with time, it lasts forever.
That's it. That brings us to the conclusion of what does your brand mean to you? This has been Khalid.
This has been Anton.
From Apollo. Like our page! Click below to subscribe to our page.